Good morning and happy Tuesday. We've made our way out here into the gorge outside of the Middle Atlas. I'm not going to disclose locations again, but this place is amazing. We found some local boys that are loving our zoo music, and we're going to help them get some pictures. This place is just amazing. We're headed to find some old French mines that have been abandoned.
We can be super friends.
For many decades, actually. It's made of.
Alright folks, we've arrived here at one of the main mines that the French had many years ago. We are gonna make our way up the side of this mountain and then into the mine shaft and see how the locals have taken advantage of the French leaving and have started to provide themselves with some livelihood.
Salam.
Salam. You can walk all the way. And please be careful, okay?
Yep. Here I'm gonna torch up and get ready to enter.
Look what the locals wrote this, like the locals wrote this on this wall, which means, you know, like livelihood made of rocks and minerals.
Ah,
You know,
yeah.
they come over here and go deep inside the mine and dig every single day so they can make some money to support their families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hold this for me?
Okay. Look. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Here we go. Into the depths of the earth.
Nice. As long as you are walking inside the mine, it's getting calm.
Yes.
Because there is a ditch of water here,
Uh-huh.
which brings water from, you know, deep inside the mine out, you know, to the right. And some people use, you know, bikes, bicycles to go all the way down inside the mine. Because it's deep.
Yes. You said at least 1 kilometer.
And then there is, you know, so many places where people can walk and dig. You can say, before the French company decided to come and exploit these places, I can say when Morocco was under the colonies of the France,
Uh-huh.
someone who was working with the military, who is a Frenchman,
Uh-huh.
and he was like a geologist, and he has a lot of information about rocks and this stuff.
Uh-huh.
And once he was like walking very close to Zaida, and he found a sample of rock.
Yes.
And that rock got his attention and started like looking and seeing what is this, and then he took it to a lab, and then turned out to be lead ore. You know?
Yes.
Then the idea, like he like proposed to, you know, to the French authorities there, like as long as they are like controlling Morocco, so they have the opportunity to come and, you know, mine here in Morocco. So they start like looking for the source of this sample, where this sample of lead ore came from. We need to look for the main source,
Yes.
where there is more of this material.
In abundance.
Yeah, they start looking, for years, and they ended finding actually this place, the source of
The lead ore.
the big, where there is the big deposit of lead ore. So they started planning for starting French mining company here, and that was happened, I can say, like almost 10 decades ago.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be to 8 to 9 decades ago. And actually the contract between France and Morocco is still going.
Okay.
But in the next couple of years, it's going to stop. They may come, the contract is still going, but they are not working here anymore.
Okay.
But some people say they are going to come back, and some say they are not coming back. And this kind of conversation between the locals here. And you can see water. You can walk here for like 1 hour walk.
Wow.
Just straight. Yeah.
And then as you get further, there's different shafts going off.
Yeah, shafts. They're going all, like on both sides of the mine. See, they were using this like for extracting,
The lead ore.
out of the mine, so you can
90-year-old mine cart from French colonial times here in Morocco. During their time here exploiting these mountains.
This means
How far we've come.
350 meters.
Yep.
You can see the roof is hard enough.
Very hard rock mining.
Yeah.
This is likely where they kept their dynamite stash.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. الله يسلم بخير.
سلام.
الله يسلمك. الله يحكمك. الله يرزق الصحة. يا فهمي. بعدين والدك عمي. It's like it's never ending.
Yeah, just goes and goes. Here in the mines. Yeah. And you were saying that
Past year happened. There was a death. Someone who is living here actually. And
you were
it was
telling
very
me.
sad for all the people who work here. And yeah.
Due to earthquake. Was this due to the
No,
earthquakes you were telling me
no,
about?
like just trying to get into another shaft, and he slept and fell all the way down, and yeah.
So we're close to, I don't know, maybe 800 meters back into this French abandoned mine. Aziz has been telling me about the history of this place and how the local miners are having to come here with little opportunity to provide themselves and their families with livelihood. It's extremely dangerous. I think we're gonna turn back now because we have so much to see ahead of us down the road, but this mine goes probably close to another hour of hiking before other shafts begin to branch off. And yeah, just really reminiscent of some of the mines back home, but very different, as there's people here still today working them every day. We've just come out of the mine and we're back now at some of these old ruins from the French times, and I wanted to give you guys a look at what was left here 90 years later. Salam. Let's step through here. Have a look at what's left. Mine cars and lots of old steel.
Yeah.
Wow, this operation was huge.
Yes, exactly. It lasted for a few decades before they left. You can see they almost took everything.
We took it all.
Yeah.
Should we get back on the road and see what's ahead of us?
Yeah, we will continue.
Okay.
Drive to this way.
So these are the old French
Yeah,
buildings where they lived.
exactly.
Okay. As you can see, even 80, 90 years ago, the French were building these structures much larger and advanced than what some of the Moroccans are living in today. For me, this is wild to see, especially after having spent so much time with these kind of people. It gives perspective to one on their feelings about these French and why they were here exploiting and how and what they've left behind. Maybe we can take a look inside. Pretty incredible. Aziz was telling me that they actually still have the leases on this land for mining, the French, but they've left about 3 decades ago, and in the coming year or two, all of their mine claims will have run out, and a lot of the locals are worried that the French are going to come back and begin mining again, but most of the elders don't believe this. They think they've been gone so long that they're not going to come back and put the effort back into all of this to bring it back. They've already stripped it of all the resources, and there's likely nothing left of interest to them. Looks like some kind of old bathhouse or something, perhaps. But this type of stuff is just littered all through this gorge, and the people are making use of what they can so that they don't have to build their own structures or rely on new materials and things like this to start over, or, you know, continue mining this area. May seem pretty arid here, but we've come up in altitude out of the gorge, and Aziz was telling me that the workers, obviously, one would think, are mostly Moroccan for the French back in the days, and they had different housing situation. Down below, we saw the houses inside the gorge that were all for the Frenchmen, a little bit nicer. He was telling me they had big parties, cinema nights, where it would actually get pretty wild, and the region would all talk about the French and their parties up here. The Moroccans had to stay in these villages they put together for them. I'll make my way down here and show you guys a little bit more of that in just a second, but I wanted to get an overview for you to kind of have an idea of what the living situations were like for these workers. As you can see, they're very old, almost ruins-like, but pretty incredible that they would spend each day working these mountains for very little money, mostly just food, and that was better than the situation that they were coming from, herding sheep or a Berber lifestyle. So I'm gonna make my way down in here. I'll take some more videos to just kind of show you what life may have been like. You can have an idea of what these buildings are. You can see a mosque here to the left, and this wind energy you see up above, the wind farming, is not actually producing any energy for the villages or even the towns that are close by. They're sending this way back to the city, where people are up higher up the food chain can, you know, live their lives in luxury, while these people here are still struggling. We've made it down into this old establishment. Aziz is going to tell us a little bit about what life may have been like for these workers when they were here in larger numbers.
Yeah. As you can see, this place is now empty, but you can say witnessed a lot of beautiful things was happening here. First of all, you can say the Moroccan workers who were working with French company were living here. You can say a mosque over there, you know, and all these buildings here, you know, which means a lot of people were working here every single day with the French company, you know, and there were a lot of good stuff here, you know, to dig, such as different minerals like cerusites, barytes, fluorites, and yeah, red hematoid quartz, and but you can say the French company were like was focusing only for copper and lead ore.
That ore.
Yeah.
How long ago did they leave this area before this started to, you know, turn to rubble?
Mm-hmm. So it's since they left, it's been now for like maybe will be 7 to 8 decades since they left.
70 or 80 years. Wow. And you can see that they're built, you know, a lot different than some of the other things that we've seen
Rocks.
on the travel.
You know, concrete and rocks.
And you said they had cinemas
Yeah.
in these types of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was cinema here. Swimming pool.
Swimming pools even.
Yeah.
This long ago.
Everything that you
Wow.
can imagine was happening here.
It was very bustling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. Seems like there's a lot of material still here. Do people come and collect material from these old sites?
Yeah, but you can see not directly. Maybe in an indirect way.
Okay.
You are not able to come over here and do whatever you want.
Because the French still have the claims
Exactly.
here.
Yeah, still the contract is still going on for the next couple of years.
And then when the contracts run out, people are sure that the... Well, hi there, buddy. How are ya? How's your day going? Are you having a nice day? Are you thirsty? Aw, he's a good boy. You're a good boy. Bye-bye. Adios. Eeyore. Eeyore. Eeyore.